Oh, it says I'm live. I don't see anything though. So that's concerning. Okay, we're live. Do I hear myself? Test? Okay, we're good. Internet died for a moment there. Well, we're good. We're moving. Excuse me. But I gotta get this ship sorted out. I don't need either of these now. Right. This is gonna give me a little bit of copper ore. Because this is gonna need way more than that. But I don't need a bunch of copper. Because I think that a single one, especially if I use an uncommon crusher, because I only need almost 4 per second, but I only need 1.5. So about half of 25 molten, which is only a quarter of this. So a quarter of 6 is 1.5. 1.04. If that's short, I can just slap in some speed modules. If it's an issue. So I'll need a regular metal one. For that, how am I going to handle... How am I going to handle trashing those? Send them back out this way and eat them back up? Would that work? Does that make sense? No, this is asking for a jam. It has to be. Oh, not that one. I want to use... this. Okay, yeah, that's... That was stupid. This will work. Let's see. I can add those back onto the belt. And then I can use belt controls to... that'll automatically pick the right ones. This needs to be iron ore only. Filters, iron ore. The belt needs to be inside? No, I'm gonna have ammo and rockets on the same... The same belt? If I want to put them around the ship. So I'll need a second... Man, it gets difficult when you add a bunch of extra garbage compared to the basic ship. This is much simpler. 4.2 megawatts. But that's plenty of iron. Okay, I can figure out exhaust from this later. How am I gonna feed this? Do I have... I don't even have 4 chemical plants. Probably gonna need more than that. So I'm gonna have to make explosives and sulfur stuff. No, not refineries. Why did they get refineries? What am I doing? Five of them. No, I didn't want to take all of that. To the Enterprise. I'm gonna need those. I'm gonna need... I think I have enough flooring, maybe. We'll see. I got a few more assemblers. Let's see. So this will cover these. I'll need... .12, 0.24, so that's plenty of calcite for 0.1. Okay, yeah, that's way more calcite than I'm gonna need. Which will also... I might need a way to vent that if the ice backs up. I don't know if that's going to come in at the same or at a good ratio. But that's doable. That's easy. So I can sort that out later. Let's see what I need to do for rocketry. Chemical plants. Alright. So I will need dynamite. I will need sulfur. No, sulfur I'm going to get from this, right? Yeah, sulfur I get from that. And I will need coal. Oh, I don't have it researched, right? Sulfur and carbon. Let's switch that. Let that go. That is per second. And I need rockets. Nope, that's not going to be in that. That's going to be in a assembler. Which is iron plates and explosives. That's annoying. 3.75. 6.5, and this is almost 7.5, so it would be 7.5. I'll have an extra 1, so I can make 0.4 per second. I have no idea how many rockets I'm going to actually need. But this can support this just fine. With 1. This is going to need sulfur and carbon. Okay. This... yeah, that doesn't need to get up there at all. So you can be the rockets. I want to put this on this side. That's going to be annoying. That's plenty of sulfur, but how many per second? 5 carbon over 2 seconds, so 2.5 carbon per second. Okay. Okay. So 2 of these guys, and that should be enough. So I'll have carbon and sulfur that I want to get to the... like this. So I'll have one on the inside, one on the outside. Doesn't really matter which. Carbon. I need to not forget 0.2, 0.4. Speed modules. Speed modules. I got speed modules. No, I don't like that. I don't like that solution. I don't like that solution at all. Yeah, that is the actual solution I need to use. Because 0.52, way more than enough from just one. Okay. So I don't need that, but I can keep them both together. Do I even want to? 1.3. which is not gonna be enough. So yes, I do want to. .3 plus 3 2 5. Okay, so on novice I'm out of ammo. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. I don't know. I guess I took one out and I didn't realize it. Bots? Hello? How many do I have going into the network real quick? Let's do way more than that. Step both of them up. And if it alternates between inserters, that should be fine. How am I gonna feed these things? I could flip this. So I can make that a little more compact. If it backs up... If it backs up, that's fine. I don't care, right? For this one. The sulfur one I do care. And that will be an issue because it'll empty this one first. So this... Literally just don't enable if this has... No, not there. Put it ahead of it. Enable disable when carbon equals 0. Set this to read, hold, and it'll only show if there's one on that belt spec section. Yeah. Okay. So that won't stop that from jamming. If I want to put rockets over here, is that what I want to do? I could move the iron plates, but I think... it might be easier just to move this over. How far can I go with this? I wish it wouldn't do it one section at a time, man. Why are you not filling that in? What are you doing? That's the maximum distance then. Okay. But that's not even what I need to put it in here first. Right? No, I need to put... Oh, and you need water. Okay, no, that changes things. I need... Oh, I need to put calcite on this belt too. How am I gonna do that? Crap. Okay, so calcite would need to be on the inside then. Damn it. Okay. There we go. So I need calcite to be on the inside of that one. Oh, what a nightmare. Yeah, you need sulfur and carbon, so I can do that over here somewhere. I could literally just do it right next to it. Hmm. Why are you stopped here? Waiting on science? Which I don't have, I guess. Oh, I almost have. But now, why is this going up here? Need it to do... that makes to where I want to flip this? Is that what it is? But then sulfur's gonna be coming out the bottom. Okay, so this I need to have carbon on the bottom, calcite on top. Calcite's gonna be coming from these guys. Which I did not mean to actually make, but whatever. It can go ahead and send whatever. That's fine. Just let it send extra. Not all that concerned about it. Carbon and sulfur. I need water as well. Because I'm dumb. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's move this whole thing over here. Out of the way. Slap another one of these down. No sense in that. You can just do this. Is this a problem with the amount of ice? 20, 40, and 20, 30, 40. So yes it is. Move this whole thing over one. Oh, if I have to do that, then like, what am I even... How many do I need for this? 10, so 5 per second. That's fine. I don't even need this to be in this spot then. So this whole thing could be somewhere else. And that could make things easier. Let's see. This is no more. I have the general idea I want for the thruster. You're gonna need iron plates, which you're getting, and dynamite. Dynamite I need to come out of this machine. Make from this. So you're gonna spit out coal, which I don't need for anything else, so I can just move you over one. And I can go straight in. No reason not to. Okay, that's going again. So it leaves me with the question of how am I going to handle getting asteroids to these machines? And then am I going to need a reprocessor? I probably will. I could do a single one and have it send signals. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. I don't think the... Am I gonna need more than one? I don't think so. I'll just take the most common one and reprocess it. So I could do like... an external belt. Because this is going to have asteroids. And then I'll have... I can set this now at least, so that's cool. That's not enough. 0.52 speed module. I'll get a speed module. Yeah. Go ahead and send some speed modules up there. I have speed modules on me. I have speed module 2. Do I have 3s in the... here? I do. I don't see any reason to send 2s if I have 3s. That's fine. Just be done with it. Okay. So I got the rockets. I got this, and to save space, I'm just going to slap a speed module in it. This is gonna have to come out somewhere. Would it make sense to do this? This way instead? I could. If I wanted to, if I had a reason to. I don't think I have a reason to, but it's an option. So you're going to have input. Reprocessing. Not enough inserters, really? Of all the things? Text message. Okay. So I might need... If I do this here, I need an inserter here. What was I thinking with this? Ice to iron? No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I got ice going in, ice asteroids going in. Ice asteroids coming out. Do I even want 1, 1, 1? I'm out of uncommon ones. That's annoying. Solar panels. Batteries. This guy, solar panels, batteries. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. These are going to be ice. And then I'm going to need calcite. There it is. Okay. Actually. No, yeah, most of it's gonna go... this way. Alright. Point two, point two, point two. If I split it like this, I'm gonna have to worry about venting it in 3 different places, and that sucks. Because I don't want it to get jammed on one. But I kind of like this idea here. You will be reprocessing whatever. I can't fit a second one in. Actually I could. I could move this back 1. So that's an option. I don't think I'm gonna need 2. How am I gonna connect this to this and have asteroid input? Do I want to simply pull asteroids off of it? I'll need a... No, a priority splitter won't work because if it's full, then I won't be able to reprocess because I won't be able to let anything out. So that won't work. So it'll need to be pulling off of it when this is at a certain level. Which I'll do the math on that later. I can't do... I'd have to make sure I only do half of the capacity at most, because it'll only output to one side. I'm not doing rebalancing, that's too much space. Yeah, so that'll work, and I'll just request in whatever asteroids, any of them. And then reprocess as needed inside. That's fine. Actually, that's stupid. I could just... No, that's fine, because I'll need to not look for specific ones, because if I don't have them at all, I want the reprocessing to happen. Unless I want to do reprocessing offside, off the internal belt. Is that... No, that's worse. Yeah, that would be worse. Jeez. And this is kind of wide. I could move it over. No, because if I move it over, then... Yeah, put that back. Get back in there. Whatever. We'll just be a little bit wider than I thought I was going to be. Not a big deal. Let's see. So I'm going to pull asteroids off. This is going to be my asteroid belt. Which is going to somehow have to, like, whip around this. Oh, that's too wide. Ugh. Okay. So I'll have to make a spot behind it. Yeah, we can just do that. Just grab some as needed. Actually, I can put it here. That seems less stupid. Okay, so this will be carbon and calcite. Okay, hold on. What was the idea here? Back. You need sulfur. Okay, here we go. Here's the idea. Sulfur and you need carbon. Oh, nope. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Never mind. Put this here so I can like visualize this better. Okay, so I got... What was I thinking 5 minutes ago? Actually, no. Switch these around. If I'm just gonna reprocess them, then I don't need these. I don't need exhaust ones. So that's good at least. This... Here. You can be just carbonic. Because I'm never going to put out... Yeah, I'm not going to put out anywhere near as much as I'm going to take in. Let's see. Input, input, output, output. I think I want to do this differently. And then I want to output sulfur. So you'll be sulfur. You will be carbon. You'll also be carbon. You can only be carbon. Nope, you cannot only be carbon. You need to be set. Carbon, carbon on the outside, sulfur on the inside. I gotta remember, I'm gonna need to slam in a whole bunch of solar panels anyway, so I need to make room. And not be, like, super concerned about space like that. Do I even have turrets? Should I send turrets? No. Ugh. Just send the whole stack. Honestly, who cares? Just send the whole stack. Carbon, carbon, sulfur. Here. You also need sulfur. I needed to not contaminate this belt. Which is carbon and calcite. Okay. What a mess. Calcite, carbon only. Pulling off of that belt. This is the whole thing sucks. Oh no. It's so bad. you're gonna pull asteroids into the internal buffer. If I'm gonna reprocess them, do I even care about exhausting them at all? I don't think so anymore. Calcite on one side, carbon on the other. Both of these. I need to put my ice. Here. Ice is gonna stop here. Ice I do need to potentially vent. I could just zip it out that way. And that should be fine. This is going to be calcite and iron. Where am I putting my dynamite? Don't know. No idea. Is that what this was gonna be? That's what that's gonna be. Dynamite and iron plates. Dynamite. Okay. Dynamite out. Don't need that. Zip that all the way over there. All the way up. Okay. God, what is this music in the game? Oh man. I don't think I'm ever gonna get back to gleba at this rate. Calcite and carbon, calcite and iron. Copper's going straight in. If copper gets jammed, I could need an exhaust for that. Oh god. Email. No, it's nothing. Why did I get $15? Whatever. Could vent here if I need to. Vent here if I need to. This I'm done with. Let's see. So if I want to slap my engines onto here, I need to make sure that I include a way to get around it. What was I trying to get around it? Oh, sleepy. This isn't going to work because I'm going to do ammo and rockets on their own belt. Which means Isn't that for that reason? I don't remember. That's going to be iron and steel plates in. How am I going to get this ammo out of this thing? Okay, ammo out. So that'll be asteroids, and then I'll have ammo. Okay, let's get this out of here. I don't need this any longer. Okay, so I got ammo coming out. This is going to be asteroids in. I could use... How am I going to do this? I'm gonna put it like right here. I want to output. Asteroids are gonna be on their own belt, so that doesn't matter too much if it ends up on a different side. Let's see. Give me one of these. Thank you. Man, I don't... These bots must work, or they wouldn't keep doing it. Like, I'm sure the cost is, like, small, but it's not gonna be nothing to run bots like that. Like the chat bots, the spam bots, not the actual... Oh, God. Not the view bots. How am I gonna fill this if I'm using... this way? That's a bad choice then, I think. Do that. And I'll have to eat up some of the space that the collector uses. I think. Sniffles. Do that kind of thing. And then I can replace some of these with a couple of rockets. I don't even know how many... I never look to see how many rockets I fire per second. 0.5 plus 1.7 per second, so 2.2 per second per rocket launcher, which is way more than I'm producing. 36 range. Double the range, goodness. Okay, I'm gonna be whipping rockets left and right then. Okay, that'll work, I think. If the rockets can get fed straight out onto the belt then, because the ammo is going to be on the inside. Gun ammo is going to be on the inside. Bullets. What do they call it? Piercing rounds magazine. Firearm magazine will be on the inside. And then I can put rockets on the outside lane. Okay. A little wonky looking, so I might need to realign some stuff. But if the ship is kind of wider than expected, and I got plenty of room for extra solar panels, so that's good. And I can make use of that range that the rocket launcher has. That'll be perfect. Let's see. Blue's all the way down. Blue's over here. These should connect. Here. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I can change it later if I need to. I can actually save a single tile of space if I incorporate it as part of the pipeline. Do I want to do? No, that's stupid. You in. Okay, let's see. Ammo's going clockwise. Asteroid's going counterclockwise. Feed the internal buffer. Make an exit if I need to. Make an exit if I need to. Okay. Let's do this. One down. Ugh. Hate that. Okay, if I use those... Animals clockwise, asteroids counterclockwise. Asteroids inside. What a lovely noise. Okay, I got 5 thrusters. I got like the basic core shape of the ship. How much more of this do I need? I think I might be good. I'm not gonna need that much of it. Belts, on the other hand, I might run out of. I did not craft enough while I was initially setting things up. Not a huge deal. I'm gonna go to Volcanus first, and I'm just gonna grab a ton of turbo belts and upgrade everything. This put down here. Oh, hiccups. Could probably reorganize this to be a 3 collector in the front type of situation later. This if I plug this in now, is it gonna work? Need to deal with copper coming out. Oh, I only have 3 upgraded panels? Okay. 1.8 megawatts. These fellas are gonna need these for sure. Because once they fire up, they're gonna be super expensive. What are you at? 75 compared to 388? That's crazy. You're expensive, you're expensive. Oh, I don't have enough. $15. Yeah, whatever. Just send an entire another stack. .8 megawatts. 1, 2, 3 megawatts at least. Seven, 8 crushers. About another whole megawatt almost. 3, so 4. Four and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I missed one. So about 5 megawatts plus, I don't know, let's call it an even 6. About 6 megawatts. That's not too bad then. I could like slam in solar panels in a bit. Oh, I missed a spot. I wonder it's not working. I need to set up this guy to reprocess. But, for the time being, things should... Oh, I didn't put the tanks back. I can slap the tanks on there, I guess. Iron's going. I don't have calcite going to the smelters. Or the foundries, rather. So I screwed that bit up a little. Calcite here. Calcite here. And potentially venting. Maybe a clock? How fast are you? You are 5 seconds. Actually, a little less than 5 seconds. So I shouldn't need a clock. I should be able to just read one belt segment. Oh, but they're in a line, so it's gonna grab for the other side first. That is not great. It is a bad design choice. Okay. Okay, that's a little less stupid. 2.5, 10, 20, 30, 40, so 47.5, and I should have 60 once things are fully in swing. But I only have currently one collector going, so that's understandable. I need to get calcite going. Oh, I need to throw my phone in the ocean. I'll be right back. Ugh. And I actually have to go. So I didn't get to touch gleba at all today. That kind of sucks. But I'll probably finish this up off stream. It's not too far from where I want to be. I'll probably just put an inserter here and grab calcite maybe. For now. Yeah. No, thank you. And I need to see which way the calcite goes from that inserter before I on the right side, which is not what I want. That's fine. That'll work. And I still have room to squeeze in solar panels on this side, so that's fine. And I'll get ammo going. I'm gonna take these away for the time being, so I'm gonna move these around. Oh, I have 2 asteroid collectors going. I need to set up reprocessing desperately, and placement on collectors, and then trashing stuff because I'm worried about something getting backed up, and I'm too lazy to do ratios on this. 2.1 with 11 panels. That's not bad. Well, that's it for today.